welcome to the Makelight Studio. I've had lots of requests from people to give you a tour of the studio, so I thought that I would make this week's Makelight video into just that. I hope you enjoy it. So this little corner is my green living wall, which I absolutely love, and it's just behind my desk. So I love the fact that this is just behind me when I am sitting at my laptop or making something at my desk. And I've got an adorable little ladder here as well, vintage ladder from Push and Pull Vintage, which is a local London vintage little supplier that I like to use. And I've got lots of plants. I want to get lots more as the weather brightens up. There's my little windowsill with some dried hydrangea over there. And as we walk along this side, you will see my very favourite wooden table, also from Push and Pull Vintage. And I have this old wooden towel rail here on the side that you can see, where I pop the paper and fabric, usually linen, on there that I am currently working on or using, so that it's really super close to me when I'm using the table. So this is my table. It's a bit of a mess because I'm working on some different things. You'll see some of the things that are on the table appearing on Instagram and on the blog this week, if you haven't done already. There's my Molly Makes calendar, if you haven't seen that. That's the calendar that they commissioned me to make for 2016. I still can't quite believe that I got to do that as a really lovely commission. And there's my inspiration string. Everything seems to have wobbled a bit on there. I think it's because things have been taken up and down quite a lot over the last couple of weeks while I haven't been in the studio. And there's my big scissor collection, ever growing. And the mimosa wreath that I've been working on today. There we go. And my cup of tea. Always love to have my tea from my Anthropology mugs. And there's my favourite candle of the moment. I love burning candles in the Makelight Studio. It makes it feel really cosy and warm or fresh and alive, like the grapefruit one does. But it just makes it feel like a really lovely space to be in. I've still got my wooden star up from Christmas because I love it. I think I can use that all year round, really. And my amazing felt wreath. Not wreath, sorry, I'm just looking at it and thinking how lovely it is. My amazing felt wall hanging that Inga made me. Inga's one of the makers in my Makerspaces book that was published last year, and she made that for me and gave that to me at the Makerspaces book launch in London last April. Wow, that's almost a year ago now. And I've also got some little magnets here. These are tiny images of mine that you might recognise from Instagram, and they're little magnets that just stick up on here. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this metal grid. I love it being here because I can hang all sorts of things. I can hang the linen that you can see there to make a backdrop. I've got bigger pieces of linen that I can do that with. But it's also kind of ugly, and I would love to have that full white wall. So I kind of half want to take it down and half want to keep it up. Maybe I will keep this half with the plants in up and then maybe remove the rest. So that's that little side of the studio. Over here we have my lovely green cabinet that I love. You'll have seen that on Instagram a lot, and students and visitors to my studio always love to photograph on this green cabinet. At the moment I've got some lovely anemones on there in that nice jug. And down here in this little corner here is my desk for my youngest little girl. If she ever comes in here with me, she gets to do some creating at this super cute little desk down there. Obviously move the glass things that you can see next to it when she's visiting, but that red seat pulls out of her desk and she gets to do some making there if I need to come in and take a few quick photographs. And then along here we have one of the standing tables that always has a different selection of stuff on, really. I often keep this quite clear or have kind of work in progress stuff going on here. So you can see my ranunculus that have been going strong. I cut those on Friday. I'm now recording this on Tuesday, and they are still good to take some more photos of in a little while. So that's happy, and that's on my marble board that you can see there. And I've got my plates, vintage baking tray, some papers that I want to work with, some tulips that are fading fast. I need to capture those this afternoon. And then underneath the table, if you can see, I've got a big basket of background paper. That's just wrapping paper, but I use it as background papers. My fabric collection, or part of my fabric collection, boxes of stamps, wooden stamps, and some drawers full of craft stuff, some Annie Chalks Solo paint there for a project that's coming up, and lots of buttons. So moving just along from that table, I have a crate of books and magazines. I have an ever-growing library of things here at the studio. I've got more here, as you can see. Along here, lots and lots of interiors books, but also recipe books and lots of magazines. There's 3 Molly Makes specials that I've been featured in, and some more books down there. There's an Instagram book and a blog ink book down there as well. So my students get to read all of that stuff if they want to when they're here. Oh, sorry, wobble wobble. And then I have my windowsills, which are full of pots and bowls and some more candles and some party hats made by Jessica from Lobster and Swan. Some fake flowers. These always amaze me and make me smile. These I got at the Hambledon last year. That was when I was there doing a workshop, also connected to my book. And they're so lovely. I'll have to go back this year, and get some more of their lovely flowers. And then coming around here, we've got all sorts of things going on here. So we've got my cute Makelight banner. Now this is another standing table, and this table really does change all the time. So at the moment it's a bit of a between things table. So it's between workshops. Usually we set this up with a lot of thought for a workshop, and then in between time it's kind of projects that I have on the go. So I've got all these hydrangeas here. I think I've got too many hydrangeas, so I will probably cut lots of those up for loose petals. And I've got some poor hyacinths that are past their best there, so I need to
pot something else in that lovely plant pot. And I've got my pegboard there, and I've got 2 suitcases here, which I love. They're from Oliver Bonas if you're in the UK. I love them because look inside, so beautiful inside as well as outside. And this one is full of props, you can see there. It's got in a bit of a mess actually after doing lots of teaching, so I need to get that all neatened up. And then I've got some flowers from last week and some brown paper wrapped flowers for this week that I haven't got out yet, but in there, see if we can have a peek. There's some ranunculus and some more mimosa, and there's a few other things hidden in there as well. So there we go. That's my other standing table. So here we have my lovely bike that I ride to work, and a little tiny table here. If I could just come around here and show you this little table. It's a funny little corner, this one, because it has that light switch, which is a real pain. But I have this adorable little tiny blue cupboard that I got from the Lion Street store in Rye. It's so adorable, and we change that a lot. Different things go in and out of that. I've got some vintage books, some bits and bobs ready for styling, and my favourite little boxes there that you will have seen on lots of my Instagrams. And then in this corner, it's a funny little corner. If I just show you up here, there's a little Makelight sign, and it's quite a long, random little cupboard that must have been used for something when this building was a factory, and you can actually sort of go into it. And we found these amazing vintage German drawers. I think there are 32, something like that, and they're square drawers, and they are full of props. At the moment, they are all in a muddle. And one of the projects for the next couple of weeks is to sort them out. And when I've sorted them out, I will do a little video about my prop boxes in there for you. So you will see more of those boxes. And down here, I've just got some Christmas leftovers that I'm just keeping in case we have any snow or any more kind of real wintry days and I'm feeling like I want to do something a lot more wintry. So they're just some snow covered branches and berries, although I'm kind of getting in the mood for spring now with those daffodils over there that you can see. Just showing you how it all kind of fits together. So that's my little corner there. And then if I just pull back this way, you can see the lovely central table where we all sit round when I have a workshop, and my big windows.
I really hope you've enjoyed that tour of the studio and that it will encourage some of you to book onto one of my courses and come and spend some time here yourself. Or if you're too far away to come to London, then perhaps you would like to take one of my online courses. You can pop over to makelight.io and check out all the courses and workshops that we can have coming up over the next few months. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next week.